fleeing from their homes, their natural habitat, because of either flooding, armed banditry, or insurgency. I expect the government of particularly Borno State, and sincerely I commend Governor Babangana Zulum, because even in the battle against the insurgency, this has become a governor that every other Nigerian has continued to commend, that the man really is sitting tight on his job and he knows his onions. So I expect that government, particularly like the money that has been released, if this money is spent judiciously, wisely, definitely those in the relief camps, those in the IDP camps will surely get a better treatment. But you never can tell the way we.
Yeah, what do you expect the governors to do with this money now?
That's what I'm saying. Of course, relief materials.
They
have been sent
naira,
packing from. They have been sent. 3 billion naira is also not a small amount of money,
exactly,
if it is well managed. If it is well managed, we know that they've lost their homes, they've lost their.
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money if it is well managed. It's a lot of money if it is well managed, and we know that whether you like it or not, this water is also going to recede at the point. It's going to go away. So when the water now receded, these people need to go back to their natural homes, which have been destroyed by flood. So they also need to ensure that they allocate some money to also fix their destroyed property. We know the lives that have been lost. We can bring them back, and it's quite unfortunate. And we really sympathize with families who have lost loved ones. It's quite unfortunate. Exactly. But for those who are still alive, I expect government to come to their aid, treat them well in the IDP camps with this money that has been released. And by the time the water finally receded, they need to go back to their homes. So government should also allocate part of this money to fix their destroyed property, so that at least they can quickly and easily put this behind them.
All right, Barrister, when we come from this quick break, I want us to bring it back to Lagos. Very recently, we had to deal with, flood situation. Maybe not that, that serious. But then we saw people in their homes, water just took over the whole place, their appliances and all. So we're going to bring it back home, and I want to hear what you think is responsible for that and how you think it can be proactively handled. All right, stay with us on Spotlight. Don't forget to be a part of the conversation. 0805-0920-927. That's 0805-0920-927 or 0705-890-4927.
Super FM. Super FM 92.7.
Are you ready to explore the future of our nation's growth and sustainability? Tune into PPP Pathways. This is the show where we dive into the dynamic partnerships between public and private sectors, creating pathways for nation building and sustainable development. Join the Pathfinder as he's excited to take you on this journey of discovery and transformation. Each week on PPP Pathways, he'll be bringing you expert interviews, insightful discussions, and real-world examples of how public and private partnerships are shaping our future. Remember, PPP Pathways is your gateway to understanding how we can all contribute to building a prosperous and sustainable nation. Be sure to tune in to your One Family, One radio station every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Tune in and join the movement.
Attention, young writer. Do you have a passion for storytelling or a way with words? Here's a chance to shine. We're excited to announce the essay writing competition just for kids, and we want you to participate.
Here's how it works. The competition is open to kids between the ages of 10 to 14. Write a 500-word essay on the theme, My Nigerian Superhero. Send your essays to essaycontestlagos@superfm.info. Please note, each contestant can only submit one entry. The top 5 essays will be shortlisted, and entries are open from now until the 22nd of September 2024. This is proudly supported by Peak Milk, African Things, Golden Penny, and Choco.
Brought to you by Super FM, inspiring the next generation.
One family, one radio. 92.7 Super FM. Do you know that you don't need a life of luxury to enjoy a great home or invest in quality property? A healthy and happy home can lead to a longer, more fulfilling life. Investing in the right property is not just a purchase, it's a valuable investment in your Ember Month. We encourage you to secure and enrich your future to build a joyful and prosperous family life. Embrace the opportunity to live a life you will truly cherish. This message is brought to you by your one family, one radio station, Super 92.7 FM.
Football is life.
Cross. It's Haaland. It's 1-0 City.
Football is worth living for.
Here's Lucas Moura. Oh, they done it!
Football spurs you on. You feel every kick of the leather, every blade of grass, because you crave the ride on the undiluted, controversial, and of course, the best analytical side of the game. Join the sports team on a 45-minute cruise ride where we dissect, critically analyze, and mastermind everything football. It's For the Love of the Game every weekday from 6:15 up until 7 p.m. on Super 92.7 FM. For the love of the game, we crave the game.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
92.7 Super FM.
It's 92.7 and you're listening to Spotlight.
All right, welcome back. 16 minutes to the top of the hour, and we're still in the studio. Our guest, Taiwo Olakbade and Barrister Olaleye. Yes, I know I got that one right. I'm not Yoruba, but then I did try. All right, then. Oh, well, thank you very much. Very kind of you. All right, Abiodun, my co-host, is still in the studio. So I was asking about, the situation in Lagos. What do you think is responsible for whenever it rains now? We recently, like I said, some people couldn't even go to work. Some people had to take breaks from work. And then we saw videos circulating where the flood got into people's houses, and it was terrible. Not as terrible as what's going on in Bornu. But then let's bring it here. What do you make of it?
Lagos is a city that is sitting on water. I'm sure you know that.
Yeah.
And of course, not much has been done, even on all the issues that we have been talking about over the years. And is even going to be being compounded even with the receding of the ocean, the reclaiming of the ocean by the Lagos state government to sell land. If you look at almost all the ocean line, it's being sold, as properties to some other people, and they are sand-filling the ocean. And all of these have impact, have serious impact on water levels and how water flow under the ground or on top of the ground and all of that. Then coupled with the rains that we have had this year, all of that are the reasons why.
We have a call here, Barrister.
Okay.
Just hold that thought. I lost that one. All right, try to reconnect with us, please. We'd like to get your contribution. Go on, Barrister.
So we've had all of this on for some time now. And you remember that when Lekki started, there was no serious plan for drainage for Lekki, even up till now. Most of the people are battling. Every time there is rain, there are some streets on Lekki that you cannot pass. Mm-hmm. All right? Either with your car or with your leg. You can't move through. And all of that.
Pay a lot
now, there is no channeling of gutters or any of this water in most of these VI. If you go to VI, almost all the drainages done are blocked. Most of them are not flowing. And government is not doing anything about that. All that government is concerned about is cleaning of the streets. And most of this cleaning are done. They push the sand into the gutters. All right? And you find that even some of the cleaning they do, they just sweep it into the drainages and all of that. So I taken time to see some of what is going on all over Lagos. And it's as if there is a disaster in waiting. We don't pray there is
that Lagos will go underwater.
Yes, we don't pray there is an ocean surge.
Soon.
We don't pray there is an ocean surge in Lagos. It will be too terrible. For instance, there's only one road. You can imagine the track of road, all the houses on Lekki from Ozumbambadiwe to Ekpe. Only one major link road. If there is a disaster,
nowhere to pass.
Where would people pass? Nobody is thinking about that. And we are so close to the ocean and all of that. And we seem to be pushing the ocean more and more. The Eco-Atlantic is a disaster in waiting. I'm not sure if they took expert opinion in what they are doing in that place. When I say expert, I'm not talking about just the Nigerian expert. I'm talking about countries who have been able to conquer water and create cities on top of water.
still have to deal with the
Uh,
effects.
yes,
Yeah.
maybe we need to take consultancy from some of those countries, to be able to manage what we have on our hands. Otherwise, we will have bigger problem in Lagos.
Even Dubai recently had to deal with some of the consequences.
Obviously,
and
Dubai
the
has spent so
accident.
much money
Yes,
in managing the water resources in their city, and then the planning of the cities. The planning laws of the cities has to be enforced. It has to be enforced, and most of these planning laws, most of them are even outdated. The ones we have in Nigeria, they are totally outdated. There's a need. Some of them have been passed as far back as 1950, 80, 70, and all of that. So there's a need for review to update them. Then the application of technology, can also help us when we are talking about early detection of some of these problem spots, and then how to manage the crisis when they occur. The magnitude in which they can occur, you can assess it through technology, and you can plan ahead.
Okay. Well, so this has affected the wildlife as well. I heard that it's 80% of animals escaped from the zoo. Some died, some escaped. And then what do you project for food security now for the rest of the year? That's agricultural productivity. Where do you think this leaves us for the rest of the year?
Well, to hit the nail on the head, I definitely is likely to be time for us, because even before we had this flood in ravaging some part of the north, we have been trying to also reduce the level of the food insecurity in the country. We know our farmers, particularly where the food is coming from, they can't access their farmlands. They have to pay the criminals, the insurgents, the bandits before they can access their farms. They impose levies on them. That is the truth. Now that is like adding salt to injury is what this flooding has also brought. It has added salt to the injuries that we already challenged. We already even been challenged with. Okay.
Hello. Good morning. Turn down the volume of your radio, please. All right. Please reconnect with us when you turn back the volume of your radio set so that we don't get that hole back. Go on, Mr. Tyler.
So I'm saying that government must be on top of their game, because whether we like it or not, this will surely affect.
And then
it will surely affect. Yeah, because
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
It will surely affect. Yeah. So government must be on top of their game and ensure to resolve this matter, and also ensure that they provide security rather for our farmers to return to the farm. Is very, very important.
All right then. So Barrister, you want to add to that?
Yes, I wanted to say that all our state governors need to put in place institutions for emergency accident management and all of that. They need to recruit people for this, and there is need to engage more experts to advise government on how to handle some of these problems. We've not been having also policies have to be designed, okay? Because we can't continue. We have to tackle this problem as a matter of national emergency, okay? And so let's get the experts involved. Let's get people who understand these things to assist. And then, of course, our satellite technology can be deployed to some of these things to assist us.
Well, let's, Mr. Taiwo and Barrister, let's hope that we don't get hit by natural disasters. Because Barrister said something that, put my mind out there. He said, what if something happens? Everybody on the island, how will everybody run out? We're climbing our heads and running from...
No place.
But then it's something we should take very seriously. What is the role of the citizens in all of this now? We've talked about the government, NEMA. Where do the citizens come?
Advocacy. The citizens must engage government in constructive advocacy.